Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. John Kelly for Options University on Wednesday, September 28th, 2011. The disclaimer, trading can be and always is risky, always will be. It's the European news that's really been driving the market here the last couple of days. Let's take a look first at the economic news so far this week. Home sales down 2.3% to a 6-month low. Consumer confidence up a fraction, 45.4. I think it started the year around 70, so still very depressed. Case-Shiller housing index essentially flat. It was down a little bit. Durable goods supposed to come in at no change, down 0.1%. Crude inventories were up today. Oil prices dropped in relation to that. And what you're seeing, some of this movement this week is end of the quarter fund movement. The hedge funds will get rid of stocks that make their portfolio look less than stellar and build up positions that are profitable to them. But the big news is the European news. Opened up with a statement here. The Greek finance minister, he has promised to pay everything back. I won't hold my breath on that one. But in order to make sure that they do get another loan, the European Union, the European Bank, and the IMF, the Troika, are in Greece to see that Greece is doing what it's supposed to do in order to get another $8 billion loan to continue to keep from going into default. Tomorrow the Germans will vote on the European Financial Stability Fund, ESFS. It currently stands at an authorization of $400 million. They want to bump it up to $2 trillion. Essentially what they want to do is be able to print money like QE1 and QE2. They're going to paper over the problem in Greece and the southern European countries. Greece has instituted a new property tax. They're going to do it through raising the energy bills. 3/4 of the Greek voters are against this tax. 3/4 of Greek voters don't pay their property taxes. And in response to the austerity measures by the Greek government, the various employee unions and transports called for nationwide strikes today, and the teachers were supposed to join them. Just to give you an idea of where this bond debt is, Germany's currently holding $119 billion, though their voters are against any increase. France holding 90 Italy 79 and Spain 52 billion. But here's the more interesting: the debt per capita currently. Luxembourg, just be glad you're not a citizen in Luxembourg. They're currently on the tab for $2,000 a citizen. Ireland and on down through France, the numbers go lower. So in response this week to rumors on Monday that there was going to be a solution to the Greek debt problem, the market was up huge, and then even more so yesterday until the sell-off, as there was a buy the rumor, sell the news. As the news started to break, and indeed there was no deal just yet, there was profit taking, and of course part of this move up was a short covering rally. Then today the reality hit and people decided to position themselves prior to this vote tomorrow. I have the feeling they wouldn't have the vote if the politicians hadn't already arranged to make sure the vote was going to pass. So I look for this vote to carry through and the roller coaster ride on the market to continue, hopefully to the upside tomorrow. Taking a look at the VIX, here's the channel that we established with 48 at the top, 30.5 at the bottom, and it has done a very good roller coaster ride. Was coming down. The premium in the options was coming down into today, another 10% increase. Right back up we go. And the big concern everybody's been looking at is high-grade copper. High-grade copper for years has been an indicator that either the economy is going to do well or not do well. And the move has been precipitous to the downside. But do notice this is the 50-day moving average, which had been moving along, and then came down, broke the 50 finally, what is commonly referred to as an ice-hole failure, and now touched the 200-day moving average today and closed slightly below it. This action around the 200-day would be very key. HG /Hotel Golf. No, /HC Hotel Charlie is the symbol on Thinkorswim to look at and watch on high-grade copper, the market will respond accordingly. It has moved down rather quickly, rather rapidly. We might see a bounce, but not a true reversal in the next couple of days. Stock news: Amazon launched its Fire tablet today, $199, $200 essentially, and this is going to be a competitor for Barnes & Noble's Kindle. It's not so much a competitor for Apple's iPad as it is a computer, but there are rumors of a slowdown in iPad orders. We'll find out, possibly from Apple on Tuesday. There is a corporate phone call meeting going on the new launch of the iPhone 5. Stern Agee reiterated their buy rating on Apple and a target of $500. It's currently around $400. CNX Energy, Consol Energy, sold a $138 million stake in the Marcellus shale operation. RIM, there's a rumor there that Car Icon will be investing in RIM. Potash, Atlantic Equities has upgraded it to overweight. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, a buy rating from Argus. Netflix announced a deal on Monday with DreamWorks Animation, cutting ties with HBO. The stock moved up accordingly and then back down. CERN at all-time highs. FCX, which is a mining company, relies on copper and gold and silver, which are down significantly. Stifel Nicolaus had a price cut of $70 to $54. Teva Pharmaceuticals, Canaccord buy rating and a price target of 52, a move up, and WTW Aria a buy rating as well. In earnings, Family Dollar beat on estimates, and they raised guidance and plan on opening 500 new stores in 2012. It'll be a 50% increase in the number of stores they have across the country. Jebel Circuit also raised guidance, and that stock is moving up. Walgreens had a beat and also raised guidance, is strong. Mosaic came in just before I put this out. They missed on earnings, but their guidance was strong. They went on about potash sales are very strong, and they just signed a new contract with South Africa. And they're scheduled to join the S&P 500 here in a week or two as well. Keep an eye on Mosaic and the whole field. CF was down significantly, as was potash, to see if they bounce back. So let's look at some trade ideas, and we'll look at in the gold member section, which will be next. Okay, trade ideas for this market. As I said, the vote in Germany tomorrow, I expect that to go through as anticipated and the market to rally accordingly. No guarantees on that, but if I were looking at any stocks that are going to hold value, it'll be Apple. Still riding above its 200-day moving average and its 50-day moving average. And while it has been a pullback, the rumors of a slowdown in the iPad orders, I think it's not going to amount to anything. The volume has not been increasing. This has not been a fun sell-off. It's a good sign, so keep an eye on Apple for a move to the long side and retake the highs of 422. Amazon announced its competition with the Barnes & Noble Kindle today, and it responded accordingly. The sell-off in the afternoon hurt it. However, you can see from the volume the funds are moving in. Here's a stock you can position yourself above the 200-day, above the 50. Everything else is down and going down. And finally, MasterCard. Here's the channel I drew on MasterCard. Watch to see if it breaks the bottom of this channel. It has held in 4 or 5 previous situations. So I would expect MasterCard to continue to move up. This is on decreasing volume. This is not an institutional sell-off on MasterCard. It will remain strong. So for now, watch that vote tomorrow. Jobless claims, not much third quarter GDP revised estimates also to come out. Still could be a market in turmoil. The VIX is over 40. But I think things are going to work out for the rest of this week. John Kelly will be back with you Friday night. Take a look at what's happening in gold. We'll talk about that and see where things are going to go for next week. John Kelly, Options University.